Second round is up. Our opponent is on 6 cards. And it looks like we're on 7, although the grasp is continuing to be difficult to cast. Worth noting, I saw a few lists that had like more grasps than ultimate prices, and it feels wrong to me, especially considering how these games have played out. So thankfully we have an ultimate price, and grasp can be the card that we cast on like turn 4 or whatever. So what do we got here? A little Sultai Mirror. Ooh, Nissa. Hello. Hello, Nissa. Just gonna run it out there. Pick up our forest. If they have an ultimate price, whatever. Not a big deal. Nissa is certainly a reason to like lean more on black lands also, because you can just find a second forest if you need to. And our opponent is just going off with their Tireless Tracker, which is bad news for us. Bad news. Alright, we do get our second black source. So that's good. But our opponent is clue rich. Our Nissa's still alive, though, which is great. So we can petition next turn, not with Spell Mastery. But we can find something card advantage-y to get, which could be nice. So Nissa dies. Our opponent have a land. If they have a land, they get to start sacking clues. It's looking pretty good for them. Oath of Nissa. That's an odd one, especially after playing your land. I think I'd rather just crack a clue than play Oath. And they find an Obnixilis, which is not good for us. But we do have Dragonlord Silumgar waiting in the wings. It's possible that we actually just want to Dark Petition for our own Obnixilis. Like, we could get Nissa. Could get something like Ruinous Path or Silumgar's Command, but I think I would just prefer to get my own Obnixilis. We're not in the best shape. Possible I should not have played that island too to just disguise the Dragonlord Silumgar. We'll see how this turns out though. See, if opponent cracked the clue, they could have played Oath this turn. And then, I guess, just found the Obnixilis, but... So we picked up a copy of Read the Bones, which is pretty nice. We're going to get Ob, not play any creatures. Hope they ram theirs up to 8. And we played Ob before playing our land. We were rewarded by drawing an ETB tap land, so we get to play that. Just good sequencing. So... No matter what, we would have played the Lumbering Falls this turn, so it's not that big of a deal that we did not disguise our blue, but they can't really have an instant speed removal spell to deal with Silumgar either, which is pretty nice. So we may just get to take it, get to take their Obnixilis. Okay, so they do have blue mana too. That's scary. And a Den Protector. Wow. Okay. We are in trouble. So we could just use the Silumgar's Command. I think I want to Ob the DP. They get back Ruinous Path, and maybe we could like negate it and kill their Obnixilis depending on what they do. game is kind of a mess, just because so many players have so many cards. Or, I mean, I guess both players, not so many players, but yeah, we both have so many cards. It's gonna be really hard to like actually grind the other person down and get into like an actually dominating position. Seasons Pass would certainly help in this type of matchup, and their Obnixilis is at 8, so it's pretty good for me. And I think they're just going to go for Ruinous Path. I think I want to counterbounce the Quagmire. Alternatively, I could bounce the Clue, which doesn't seem that bad, actually. Just like ties them into actually using their mana. So, Silumgar's command, just a gigantic beatdown. Every time. Could even, like, counter kill their Obnixilis, and now they're probably just like, oh, what the hell is happening? Why isn't he killing my Obnixilis? But so they let the Clue go. Hopefully now, I guess I want them to just Quagmire the Obnixilis, so I know that they don't have anything, but I can't think of a removal spell that's actually good against Silumgar. Advocate's not bad. But if this is the case, why won't they use their Clue? Whenever a player draws a card, you lose 2 life. Alright, so it's Mr. Steal Your Girl. Let me get that. Oh, no. I forgot I was going to have to do that. Okay, that's kind of a tilt. I was like... Oh, man. Yeah, I'm stupid. I was like, oh, I'll give him the emblem, and then I'll draw a card off Obnixilis, but then my Obnixilis dies, so that actually doesn't work. So I should probably just kill that Advocate with my Obnixilis. So should be able to get him with the emblem before we die. Got plenty of creature lands to kind of hold the fort, so. Definitely should have killed that Advocate, though. That was pretty bad. Gonna, like, combo him off with Read the Bones and stuff, too. So, yeah, lesson learned. Play around Dragonlord Silumgar, because that card is real good. So I guess if they're holding up, like, Grasp of Darkness to kill a Quagmire that was going to attack the Obnixilis, that kind of makes sense. Now they're kicking Ruinous Path on my Silumgar, which is going to be enormous. So I'm going to take 10 damage, so maybe I actually just die here. All because I didn't kill that Advocate. If I killed the Advocate, I could grasp the Quagmire. But now we have to find a different removal spell, probably. So we can start by reading some bones, looking for ultimate prices. Advocate's not bad because it's a blocker. Tracker is kind of the same, but is much weaker because it's only a chump blocker. And they probably have removal spells, so... I don't know. Maybe I should just dig for an ultimate price? Or a petition, I suppose? Because I feel like they have a removal spell. Okay. Petition. So we can petition price Grasp. That's good. I don't think I have better options. Again, wish I had just killed the Advocate in the first place. This game would be much easier to manage, but kind of blew it. Might win anyway, though. Stupid ledger rule, confusing me. It's possible I shouldn't have gotten Ob Nixilis because of that. Like, I knew that was the play that I was trying to set up. So now I think they kind of have to play defense. Because they're at 5. My draw step's going to take them down to 3. And then their draw step's going to take them down to 1. So yeah, I basically just need to live through this turn. And then the next turn cycle will be mine. So 4 to activate Lumbering Falls. Playing Advocate doesn't really do anything. They did keep open BB on that turn, so I think they have Grasp, which means that my Advocate is live. But if I play Advocate, it means I can't activate a Quagmire. Because I think I want to activate Lumbering Falls. But I don't think it matters. Since I have Lumbering Falls, I should just be good anyway. And I think my opponent just has a 2-mana removal spell, so yeah, I don't think the Transgress actually does anything. They actually end up having ultimate price. Oh yeah, they can't even crack their clues because the Ob Emblem, that's gas. Yeah. Well, we tried to blow it. Didn't work, though. All right, read the bones, yes. Command, yes. Seasons Pass, grip, negate, duress, all wonderful cards. Maybe even Pulse of Rasa. Pretty sure Languish is not good. Grasp is meh. Meh. I do need to kill Tracker, and it kills early Advocates and Kalidas, but does not seem very good. Not sure how many discard spells I actually want. Maybe Transgress is just better than Duress. Duress is cheaper, but Transgress can hit Tracker, Kalidas, and whatnot. And I'm almost certainly going to get to a point where I need to Transgress a Silumgar. So yeah, I'm not going to bring in Duress. These Grasps are on thin ice here. So is this Kalidas. I think the grip is good. I think it is actually just good. Maybe Kalidas is just bad because it's so expensive. So something like this, perhaps. End up with 1 Grasp in my deck. Kind of just want the other one, too. Just need to stay alive. No removal spell for Silumgar, really, except for Ruinous Path, which is not great because it's a sorcery and then the damage might already be done. I guess I have Grip of Desolation. That is an instant. So if I want the other Grasp, should probably cut an expensive spell. Not sure what I want to cut, though. Maybe it is just grip. That's sad. So sad. Kill your Advocate and your giant creature land. But at the same time, they had Yevamai They might have some negates also, and I really don't want too many expensive cards. Oh well. Well, Opponent's hand is kind of weak to Advocate. And we don't have any blue mana, so it is not great. But these cards are quite good in the matchup, both the negates. I'm not sure how good Oath of Nissa is. I feel like I would just rather have more spells. Picked up a tracker, so we'll probably transgress that one. No Advocate is good news. Might be able to wait a turn on the transgress because they might not play tracker on 3. So they just have tracker and reactive cards, which is good. Good for us, at least. Means that we have time to draw into our blue mana. And they drew a Quagmire and played it. Ooh, and we drew Read the Bones? That is so sick. That was like the best draw. Petition Sylvan Advocate. I am down on Advocate when our opponent has 2 Ruinous Paths. So I'm going to ship that, pick up the Petition and a free copy of Read the Bones, which is great. They drew a tracker? No! No! Now they're all clue flooded. Oh dear. Oh dear. We're going to have to Read the Bones and discard and take a hit. It's just no good. Not good at all. So, man, this is going to be bad. Like, Transgress can trade with one of the Ruinous Paths. My game plan at some point, like, next turn I'm probably going to have to Dark Petition and kill the Tireless Tracker. And then at some point I will play Nissa and try to protect it with Negate. So I need to keep the Negate. I think I need the command to deal with a Planeswalker or whatever threat my opponent plays. So yeah, I might just need to discard this Transgress, but Nissa can be my 7th land, so yeah, I'm going to discard a Force. And then their tracker is going to beat the crap out of me. Oh wow, they have a 5-mana card to play? Because they're not cracking clues? No, they are cracking clues. Well, if you're going to do that, you should do it before you attack. Small difference, but is a difference nonetheless. Oh no! I needed that. I needed that Dark Petition. I needed all my cards, basically. Not drawn a removal spell yet. I would like to draw one. Yeah, Mycos is good. So I can bounce Quagmire, -3 the tracker. I guess I could bounce a clue also. So opponent's hand is 2 Ruinous Paths, you have a Mycos and an Unknown. Get to undo some of the work that that tracker did, but it's not great. Next turn, we'll Transgress, hold open Negate / Quagmire, assuming we don't draw anything great. And then next turn, play Nissa and try and transform it, hopefully get ahead that way. Oh no, they have their own Nissa. This is so bad for me. Ooh, Grasp is nice. Grasp is nice. Den Protector, come on. I can't beat that. Alright, so this is tough. This is tough. Just the tracker off the top. Let my opponent just go like hog wild. Ugh. I needed that. I needed that to protect my Nissa. My opponent's a big jerk. That's what I've determined. Big old jerk opponent. Advocate that's probably going to beat the crap out of me. So opponent has Den Protector, Ruinous Path. I think I make a Shia. Kind of just need cards too. Yeah, I also just need 4/4. Ha! Moral victory! Your duress bricked. Oh, if we draw Seasons Pass, I don't even think it does anything good. Our opponent looks to be like pretty light on removal too. That's kind of interesting. So I think we're holding our opponent back this turn. Oh, they're going to play Den Protector raw? Gives us some outs. Nope. Thought better of it. Please trade Advocate for my Quagmire. No. Ruinous Path? Llanowar Waste. Less good. Less good. Alright, Den Protector and a Lumbering Falls. That's not bad. My life is getting so difficult. Ooh, Ultimate Price. Alright. Maybe we can make a little something happen here. I doubt it, but... Going to get back Ruinous Path, I imagine. And then the best thing that we can hope for is like a Lumbering Falls activation. So we can trade Quagmire with it. Price the Advocate, take 3 from the Den Protector, and then we're facing down Den Protector Quagmire with like no hand, no board. Oh, also they get to kick, yeah, they're going to kick Ruinous Path. That's what's going to happen. So... kill a Shia, make a 6/6 land. We'll kill the Advocate, make the land a 4/4, trade Quagmire with it, and then they'll have 2 creature lands and a Den Protector to our nothing. So, yeah. Not looking great. Negate looked pretty bad for me, because basically just losing to these silly creatures. Well, this gives me a shot, I guess. They're not even attacking with the Advocate, which is reasonable because it, you know, it's pretty helpful for them with all their creature lands. So I think I'm just going to leave the Advocate around because we could draw Silumgar. So didn't, but drew another removal spell. Now we're at 6. And I don't know my opponent's cards at this point. Oh, I have 6. That's not good. Definitely can't be doing that. Alright, so price the Advocate. Take 2 from the Quagmire. Advocate of our own. Oh, are we doing it? Is it happening? They're a mana off of activating both. Oh no, Obnixilis. No! Alright. It is tough to get back in it with only 1 spell a turn, but our opponent's kind of bricking. If we ever draw, like, Tracker into a thing, could maybe come back, but still looking pretty bad. I think I may cut all the negates and not play Duress and just board in all the Kalidases, because just having more creatures seems very good. There's more things that they have to kill. Oh, another Den Protector? Alright, I'm pretty dead. What you getting back? Nissa? Just getting back Advocate, that's reasonable. Totally understand that. Creatures are quite good. Oh, there's the Tracker. I think I'm pretty dead, but should just be able to like Obnixilis the Advocate and attack with everyone. And yeah, I'm dead. Well, not dead, but my board is gone and I can't win. So, game. All right. So, Silumgar's Command is still good. Definitely think that card is good. I'm less convinced about this Seasons Past. Like, you just grind a ton, but at the same time, I don't know. I feel like there's not a lot of great stuff to return. The Grip still seems pretty sweet, actually. Because it kills 2 threats. I feel like I'm just not going to be able to kill all their stuff to the point where Seasons Past can actually do something. And with this configuration, Dark Petition gets kind of worse, but it's okay. Playing seems rather important. Only a 2-lander, but we do have Nissa. Kind of awkward because of the trackers, you know, being light on lands and stuff, but should be alright. Opponent's on 6. On 5. Jeez. Well, hopefully we don't miss our 3rd land drop, because otherwise I like our spot. That's kind of awkward. Alright, so do I skip playing Advocate to make sure I hit Nissa? But if I get Transgress, they might just take Nissa. If I draw a third land naturally, like, it's actually pretty sick because I get to save the wilds for tracker, but whatever. I think I just want to make sure that I go 3 into 3 and our opponent just doesn't even have a second land, so. This is very anticlimactic. I don't like it.